Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos. Just before I get into the topic of the day, I apologise from yesterday. I couldn't officially go live as YouTube was currently playing up. So basically I did 3 videos yesterday and I had to pre-record them for you guys to watch them all because I couldn't go live yesterday as YouTube was currently playing up, so guys, so I do apologise about that. Anyway, let's get straight on to talking about development. Today this is about Ivan Perisic now. Basically Mourinho wants the deal done by next week before Inter Milan travel to China. Currently Ivan Perisic is currently in northern Italy training. But basically now, guys, this has been stemming for months and months and months about Ivan Perisic. Absolutely months. And last couple of weeks, we have been in negotiations with Inter Milan of Manchester United. We've been in full negotiations because I do like him. He is a good player. You know, he can score goals. He's good in the air. He's got fantastic electrifying pace. And he's tenacious. And he can create that dedicated with fantastically well. And basically, Perisic's agent has currently discussed and had advanced talks with Inter Milan's officials to basically try and force the deal through, because Ivan Perisic has basically said he wants to move to the Premier League and he wants to move to Manchester United. But before, as I said, with the manager had basically said the deal looks like it was off because he said he was going to be offering him a new contract. I think he's currently got a 3-year deal with Inter Milan, and that he was going to be released off the transfer market. And then, you know, suggestions went downhill then, and then it livened up as he was basically trying to force the way through. But now, obviously, what's his name? The current Inter Milan sports director is currently now quoted out. Basically, now this deal will not be happening currently for Ivan Perisic. He's basically poured cold water on the speculation that this deal now will not be happening for Ivan Perisic. He said he's currently training with us in northern Italy and he will be at China next week. And Mourinho basically wants the deal done by next week because, you know, we've been waiting absolutely ages for this to be done. Ivan Perisic knows that he does want to come to Manchester United. He wants to play under Mourinho. And basically the manager basically wants advanced talks with Perisic, one-to-one. He wants advanced talks with Perisic, and he said he hasn't had that opportunity yet, and he basically wants to see what Perisic has got to say to him. Then basically the manager is currently going to act on it. But we know what he wants from his future. He wants to leave Inter Milan and he wants to come to Manchester United. But basically according to reports, we are currently, I think we've had 2 bids being rejected before. As I said, Inter Milan are being stubborn. I said Perisic doesn't set the world alight. He can improve a squad, but he can't improve a starting 11. And I just don't, as I said before, we've been in advanced talks once for £35 million or £40 million. But Inter Milan had currently rejected this bid. Wait there, what's going on? Had rejected this bid, guys, and they rejected the bid, and then I think another bid had been rejected for Ivan Perisic, and they're looking more in the region between 48 to 50 million pound, I think, and this is basically what Di Marzio announced, what basically Inter Milan want for Ivan Perisic. Di Marzio announced this because he's trustworthy and reliable. Very reliable when it comes to Italian stories, and that's basically what Inter Milan want. But Inter Milan are quoting out basically that we're currently about 9 million short of what they want for Ivan Perisic. I think the new offer's around about 39-40 million pound or something like that we've offered for Ivan Perisic. I think if it forces its way through, I think more things will be discussed further down the line. I think we might get him for that price that we've basically offered. This offer is basically take it or leave it. So basically, Ed Woodward basically has tried his hardest. He had that list in May who he wanted to get in. He's currently skipped the US tours to try and get this deal finalised with the Ivan Perisic situation as Ed Woodward. And basically, it could be completed by next week. There has been they have agreed personal terms. They haven't come to a full-on agreement yet, but personal terms have been fully agreed with Ivan Perisic. But we have been negotiating about this for the last couple of weeks, and basically what the manager currently said is that he wants a one-to-one meeting with Perisic to have talks through about it, and then he's going to currently act on it. But I'm pretty adamant now that the manager still wants to keep Ivan Perisic. Because obviously Inter Milan, I think they have eased their financial fair play regulations. But I think obviously they're trying to raise more funds for the club. You know, they've got to offload some players, you know, to try and raise some more money into the club, you know, for their financial fair play. To ease it off more, their financial fair play, because recently they've been having financial troubles. Obviously, new Chinese owners have just currently took over the club as well. So yeah, he's still basically one of our main priorities, and we've been waiting for this deal to be done. We presumed it had been done now. As I said, we've agreed personal terms with the player. We haven't come to a full-on agreement yet. A fee, I think the fee, yes, is 48 million, well, 50 million euros, I think, or 55 million euros is 48 million pounds sterling. That Inter Milan basically want for this player. We're playing hardball and they're being stubborn, because I just don't think he's worth that kind of money. He's Ivan Perisic. But he's got great talent, he's got good experience. You know, he's played fantastic for Inter Milan. If you look at his overall stats, they're absolutely dramatic, guys, of his overall stats. I'm still pretty confident we will get him on the board. It's just coming to a full-on agreement. As I said, his agent has been talking to the Inter Milan officials to try and sort a deal out and let the deal fall through. Because basically, Ivan Perisic wants to come to Manchester United. He's trying to force the move. But I think more things will be discussed with Inter Milan. More things will be discussed with the boss, Inter Milan's boss, and Perisic. That could happen, because I think he basically quoted out he wanted to do that last week. But we've just been waiting to get this deal done, the fee finalised, and we've currently had 2 bids being rejected. Inter Milan's price tag, we're currently short, according to them, that they want 50 million euros or something, or 48 million in English pounds sterling for Ivan Perisic. So this is the last offer. It's either take it or leave it. I'm not fully committing to it, but I'm still pretty confident and convinced that it will end up happening, because he's basically forcing the way through. And Inter Milan have currently got replacements on the board for when Ivan Perisic does leave, which is likely. They've looked at Angel Di Maria as a replacement. They've currently looked at someone else as well. So, yeah, guys. But he said, the Inter Milan sports director quoted out that the Cold War has been poured in speculation. He said the deal is not happening, and he said he's basically not coming to Manchester United. He said he's currently in Northern Italy training. They go on China next week, do Inter Milan, and we presume then, well, Jose Mourinho expects the deal to be done, and then if it's done, he'll be currently coming on the US tour, I should imagine. Anyway, guys, that's everything to update with about Ivan Perisic. He's also very good in the air. He's got experience, as I said, which is very, very beneficial. He'll make a massive impact. You know, he's very combative, you know, hard-working. You know, he's a type of player that we need. He doesn't set the world alight. He's not Galactico. But we need to get him for this price that we've offered this last offer. But Inter Milan, things will be talked further down the line. They'll come to an agreement, and then we'll take it from there. So I presume in the next couple of days or so, some more things that have updated about this, and I will be notifying you guys. Anyway, guys, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later on. Bye.